What Ibn al-Qayyim knew about human nature. Imagine meeting a man who lived over 700 years ago, yet understood human psychology better than many people today. His name was Ibn al-Qayyim al-Jawziyya. He was a scholar, teacher, writer, and deep observer of human behavior. While many people know him for his religious works, what often surprises readers is how much he wrote about the human heart, emotions, habits, self-control, relationships, and personal growth. Long before modern psychology existed, Ibn al-Qayyim was asking questions that people still struggle with today. Why do people sabotage themselves? Why do some people keep repeating the same mistakes? Why do desires become stronger the more we feed them? Why do some people find peace while others remain restless? Throughout his writings, he argued that the greatest battle is not against other people. It is against yourself. He believed that every person has two voices inside them. One voice calls them toward discipline, wisdom, patience, and long-term success. The other calls them toward comfort, impulse, distraction, and immediate pleasure. The voice you listen to most eventually shapes your life. One of Ibn al-Qayyim's most powerful lessons is that small actions become destiny. Most people wait for a dramatic moment to change their lives. They think success comes from one big decision. Ibn al-Qayyim taught the opposite. A good life is built one choice at a time, one honest word, one act of patience, one good habit, one temptation resisted. Over time, these small actions become character, and character becomes your future. He also warned about something that is common today: comparison. Many people spend their lives looking at what others have: their money, their success, their relationships, their appearance. But Ibn al-Qayyim taught that envy is a thief. It steals joy from the person who carries it. The more you focus on what others possess, the less grateful you become for what is already in your hands. Another lesson he emphasized was self-control. Modern culture often says freedom means doing whatever you want. Ibn al-Qayyim disagreed. He said a person who cannot control their desires is not truly free. They are a slave to every impulse that enters their mind. Real freedom comes when you can say no. No to anger. No to temptation. No to unhealthy habits. No to destructive emotions. That kind of freedom creates peace. His teachings on relationships are equally powerful. He explained that love alone is not enough to sustain a marriage or friendship. Love without patience eventually weakens. Love without honesty eventually breaks. Love without respect eventually disappears. Strong relationships are built on character, not feelings alone. Perhaps his most famous idea is that the heart requires care just as the body does. People exercise their bodies, they feed their bodies, they protect their bodies, but many neglect their hearts. They allow resentment, jealousy, anger, pride, and greed to grow unchecked. According to Ibn al-Qayyim, these hidden diseases quietly shape a person's thoughts, decisions, and relationships. The healthier the heart becomes, the clearer life becomes. More than 7 centuries later, his message remains surprisingly relevant. Control your desires before they control you. Guard your character. Choose your habits carefully. Value patience. Protect your peace. And remember that the greatest victory is not over another person. The greatest victory is over your own weaknesses. That was the wisdom of Ibn al-Qayyim, a man who understood that changing your life begins by changing yourself.